Imagine going over a quarter mile in just over 5 seconds. It's traveling at around 300 miles an hour for those of us that are algebra impaired. I checked it with a math guy, and that's what he said, so I trust him. But Jamie Bodenstadt, a Fairbanks man who races nationally, has felt that need for speed on a regular basis. And just from being around the car and hearing it shake the ground, you get a huge rush. So you got to know that he's relishing every chance that he gets to fire up his funny car and just speed up. There's probably no way to describe the shock that the body undergoes when driving funny cars. Reaching speeds of around 300 miles per hour in a couple seconds is not the worst part. That comes when you stop the car and you're jerked around in the carriage.
If you're sitting in the car at a perfect standstill and a Mack truck comes up behind you at 100 miles an hour and nails you in the rear end, that's what it feels like leaving the line. And it just gets better from there. The car goes to the end of the quarter mile doing about 240 plus, and you're pulling about 3 G's on your body right there. They're positive G's. When you let off the throttle and hit the parachutes, you go from 3 positive G's to an instant 4 negative G's, which just about wants to put your head in your lap.
But the Grizzly racing team is used to all the pushing and pulling. They compete nationally in funny car races throughout the country, and they do it locally, too. On the 4th, they'll be down in Palmer, and then later this month, they'll be racing in the annual Golden Days celebration. And they know they couldn't do it without big local sponsorship.
Success in drag racing is sponsorship. The more sponsorship you get, the faster you go. It's also brains. My dad is quite the think tank when it comes to one of these. He's very good with the tuning aspects of it and gets the car down the track pretty well. Other than that, it's put an idiot in the seat and anyone can drive it.
Standing next to this car is a rush. When it starts up, the ground shakes and all attention is on this machine, which costs almost 100 grand to put together. Surprisingly, it's an incredibly simple car. It's just an engine, drivetrain, and wheels, basically, but it's an amazingly powerful one that took over 700 man-hours to amass. The real joy in this thing, though, is watching a capable driver and his crew handle it well.
Well, it's kind of, you go on cruise control when you're in there. There's really no time to think. Everything just kind of falls in place. And after you get done with the pass is when you finally realize what you did and what you did wrong and what you did right, and kind of go off that basis. But when you're actually in the pass, there's no time to think about what's happening to you.